What's up, everybody? Brock here, aka the Brockness Monster, and today I'm back with another comic book haul. So, what this is, all these books were picked up from a flea market. So, if I see a flea market, I just automatically just assume that there's going to be some comic books in there. So, every once in a while, I'll just go into a flea market, look for those, shorter, long boxes, and then just start digging. I went to this one that I knew had comic books at one point in time. Went and checked it out. Sure enough, I found a booth that had probably like 8 long boxes. I don't ever expect to find anything, you know, groundbreaking because it's a flea market, but so I did find some stuff, and you will see a kind of running theme. So the thing about these, so I got my stack of books here. The thing about these is these books, except for the last two I'll show, they were all $1. And then they were actually having a 50% off sale. So I got all these for 50 cents. So just keep that in mind as I'm showing these, because there's not going to be anything like crazy, you know what I mean? So first one, we've got Keebler Company presents DC Comics The New Teen Titans, the President's Drug Awareness Campaign. So I'm a sucker for these promo books. I don't care if they're worth anything or not. So pick that one up and put it in a clear backer board because it's got sort of like this back cover. It says, "We want you to be a hero. Stay drug free." So yeah, like I said, I'm a sucker for promo books. So pick that one up. Like I said, 50 cents. This one, we've got, it's going to be hard to show that without glare because it's a shiny 90s foil cover. Sleepwalker number 25. This one was actually marked 50 cents. So this was only 25 cents. So I was like, yeah, I'll pick that up for 25 cents. Why not? And it's funny because looking it up, so it's funny, I don't know why you would ever grade this comic, but according to the CGC label, this is the origin of Sleepwalker, but I couldn't find any information outside of that. So from any other websites, it doesn't say anything about this being the origin. So either way, shiny 90s goodness. All right, so these next three, you'll notice something kind of special. So we've got from DC, Impulse number 15. And if you look down in the bottom corner, it is one of those DC Universe variants. So if you're not familiar with these, what they are, DC Universe variants, they were like multi-packs back in the 90s. Similar to what you would find in like the Walmart packs today, or in the 70s, they had the Whitman variants. So these are, this one in particular, this Impulse. So there's some of these DC Universe variants. They're like super rare. What was it? Some of the stuff from Doomsday and Action Comics Superman, like 680. I think it's issue 684, 686. Those are like crazy rare, I guess. So if you find those, this Impulse one, from what I can tell, it's super common to find that in the DC Universe variant. I found Azrael, number 20. Again, you notice in the corner there, where there would normally be the newsstand or direct, it says DC Universe. This one, again, from what I could tell, it wasn't super rare. So I honestly don't know on this one. I think there's another issue of Azrael that was listed as super rare. I did find a couple of these for sale on eBay, and people were asking crazy prices, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. And then, same thing, we've got Catwoman number 17. It's got that DC Universe variant. Now this one's interesting because I couldn't even find any for sale or that had sold of the DC Universe variant. So I don't know on the Catwoman one. Could be rare. I really don't know. Either way, kind of cool. I've actually never found these in the wild, so. And I found these later while I was digging through the boxes, so I wasn't really thinking to look for them. And then one of them popped up, and I didn't feel like going all the way back through all the books I had already went through to see if there was more. But yeah, anyway, I found 3 of those DC Universe variants. Very cool. So now we're going to get to the kind of running theme of these books. So next one I found, and again, these are all 50 cents. So we've got X Factor, number 115. But as you can see, it is a newsstand. So again, there's nothing key about this book. It's later in the X Factor run. X Factor itself is not a super expensive run, But this is from like 1995 or 1996. I think 95 on this one. So newsstands at that point were only about 10% of the total print run. So yeah, I mean, X Factor from the 90s, the print run itself was probably huge, but factor in 10%. So, either way, again, nothing key about the issue, but it's a newsstand. And to go with that, we've got X Factor number 118, I believe it was. Yes, 118. Got random on the cover. Again, we've got a newsstand. So this is going to be kind of the theme for the rest of the books. So X Factor number 120, newsstand. And we've got X Factor 124, newsstand. All right, so those found 4 of the X Factor. X Factor is a title I do want to get a full run of, so we've got X-Men number 44. Again, newsstand. So again, all of these are going to be from, I believe it was 1995 or 1996. So, and then we jump to the Uncanny X-Men. That is issue 328, newsstand. And again, these were 50 cents. So we've got Uncanny X-Men 331. Keeping going with the newsstand theme. So we've got pretty cool White Queen cover there. All right, now we jump to What If? And this is from volume 2. And this is issue 81. And a newsstand. And these are all in pretty good shape too. Probably not like 9.8, but these aren't going to be books you want to grade anyway. But Wolverine 95. Sticking with the newsstands. Wolverine 96. Got Wolverine 97. I believe that, yeah, that's an Adam Kubert cover. Seems like one previous was an Adam Kubert cover as well. Again, later newsstands, and we've got Wolverine 98. All right, so the next one is not a newsstand. It is Wolverine issue 131. It is a direct. Kind of wish it was newsstand. So if you know about this book, this book is a key for all the wrong reasons. I'm not going to explain it. If you want to look it up, if you don't already know, you can look it up and find out about it. Put it to you this way: this book was recalled for a specific reason. So I grabbed it. It was 50 cents. I grabbed it. If you don't know and you look it up, let's just put it this way: I didn't feel good about buying it, but it turned out this was the re-released version anyway. But I do want, I do collect Wolverine, so it is what it is. But yeah, look that book up, Wolverine 131. If you don't know why it's a key, it's not a good reason that it's a key. Anyway, so next one, we've got Uncanny X-Men 304. And I put this in a clear backer board because it's a wraparound cover, but it is also a newsstand. So pretty cool there. I think I have like 3 or 4 copies of this book. You got that, card type thing on the cover with the hologram. There's different versions of this book too. I think there's like air variants and there's like a blue Magneto. If you look it up, you can find out a lot of information about the different versions of, these books. What is it? The X-Men run, X-Men 25. There's like a couple different versions. There's like a black and white version. But anyway, yeah, I picked that up because it was a newsstand. So like the 3, 4, whatever copies of this book that I have, they're all directs, but pretty cool. Slap that in a comic clear because I thought it looked cool with the wraparound cover. All right. And the next one is going to be another wraparound cover from the Uncanny X-Men. So this is issue 325. And again, I put it in a clear backer board because got a wraparound cover. But as you can see, it is also a newsstand. So this one was probably, price-wise, the most significant. It's an anniversary issue that I found a few copies on eBay. And, they were asking like anywhere from 10 to 15 bucks. It's also a like double gatefold cover. So the cover and the back cover actually kind of fold out, and it's got like, it's basically like a 4-panel sort of cover art type thing. But anyway, that was all of those newsstands for 50 cents. I've got 2 more books here. These are not newsstands, and they were not 50 cents. These were listed for $5, so I picked them up for $2.50. We've got G.I. Joe, number 135. So this is later in the run. I don't think these, like really later, like the last maybe 10 issues or so, are like really low print run. I don't think these are necessarily that low on the print run, but it was kind of getting into that realm. I wish these were newsstands. That would have been cool. But no, these are directs. But I mean, for $2.50. And last one, G.I. Joe number 142. So you got the crossover with Transformers. Again, not getting into the super low print run yet, but pretty cool. So that was it for my super cheap flea market haul. Like I said, I paid 50 cents for every one of those except the last 2 books. I think I spent like, I don't know, under 20 bucks for all those. So, all right, that's it for this one, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks.